Apparently, this is not the only time he's done that.
But these stories are pretty much enough to make you go, I think, go up the drink now, I'm sure.
It's enough to make you drop your Stella.
It's enough to
Permanently.
1-3 roll. Okay.
Oh, nice. Big,
He fell off his seat, Shawnee. But I mean, Brasky actually did post a blog about 2 years back where he said he had been warned by a doctor about his his health with his brain, and everybody who replied to it was, "Do you think your rampant alcoholism has anything to do with it?" He's like, "No, no." He's like, he used to just stay up an entire weekend drinking bottle after bottle of scotch and sea-palming the shit out of people.
I'm not surprised. To play that many games he played with those shitty teams.
Oh yeah.
I'm certain if you told a brain doctor or a therapist or a psychiatrist, like, oh, this is what I like to do as like as fun, to be committed to a sanatorium within the next few hours.
It's like one of the guys from Bayern, Alex, who was like Cedric on Fumble.
Fuck's sake,
He
let's
actually
have fun. Where's Fez? Oh,
he messaged Brasky to say he's a neurosurgeon, and if he forwarded him his brain scans, he'd tell him what the issue was.
Oh my god.
Isn't that the lovely thing about Blood Bowl? A lot of very, very smart and qualified people play this game. So let's say I start literally shaking, drop my Stella everywhere, I can be told by a neurosurgeon that I've got about 2 weeks to live.
That's a bit weird. And still qualify if you play. Fuck's sake.
I wanted to make sure that I had my coaching session with Dio about 1 or 2 games of my pro run that I was like very, very unsure about. And were like relatively high TV, so I could just iron out a few things I should be sort of looking for going forward. But then his computer starts like lagging because he plays on a toaster from 2005, and then he's like, "Okay, we're gonna have to reschedule here because my computer's like not working, and Blood Bowl won't let me in anymore." So I'm like, "Okay, that's fine." So I probably like lost a day or two there, and then the cheeky bugger then posts in the chat, "Yeah, Chug's replay files destroyed my destroyed my Blood Bowl." So unfortunately, I think there's no stream for the next day or two. I'm like, that's not true. You just play on a potato that has like 2 TV antenna sticking out of it, and then
It's the most convenient excuse for not qualifying he's come up with so far.
Massive non-qualifying equity.
Also, I mean, what on earth did you actually pay for him to review your replays for anyway? You know what he's going to say. Just drop back in the second half, get the half Daka started.
I was actually kind of scared of that. That I would pay for this, and he'd be like, looks like you didn't sacrifice half your players to the meat grinder, and then try to boil everything down to a few like dice rolls in turn 15. But I never even got to get that far for me to have like sat there, laughed, and gone, "That's it. You're getting a Frodo bar. You're not getting your 20 quid."
To be fair, I mean, Dio's like approach to high TV with Pro Elves probably just includes the words, "You need to foul more."
Talk about it. I will again. Hopefully, you put those pro help through the meat grinder.
Yeah, Shawnee, it won't be gratis. That'll be for sure.
That's, to be fair, in CCL, you sometimes has to score more.
I think one of the games I played, I scored in like turn 6, so I reckoned that I could have with a wizard as well. made Washburn do something that could have maybe then got up 2-0.
Yeah.
And it went horribly wrong. It went horribly wrong. And one of the games I wanted him to review was just when I lost 2-0 to Diomed. Sometimes I'll have a game where I'm completely fresh out of ideas, I just don't know what to do. I feel like I'm playing against a brick wall. And those are the games I want to sort of eliminate. Because as long as I have an idea of what I can do, usually I'm comfortable about picking into my own mistakes and on other lines. But if I have no lines whatsoever in my brain, that's when I kind of freak out and want to.
Yeah, but Corey, you missed today's stream, so Dio did actually stream Fumble today, and was playing against Don Vito.
I did see the comment about something with Mighty Don.
So Don scores in turn 2 with like one. It was not the best time to score anyway, but the way he scored was pretty bad. And Dio never says grats.
He doesn't.
to which, you know, this was returned later in the chat with, you didn't say grats and you didn't say thanks to my grats. And it's just total like whinging in the chat about it.
What?
Yeah, it was pretty amazing, especially when you know like he is a top tier player. He should know like not only scoring in turn 2, but doing so with a 3% chance of not scoring and a 30% chance of burning the reroll is just crap.
He must have. He must have been trolling, seriously.
No, he was serious about it.
Jesus. That doesn't sound like Donito.
Yeah, I know it doesn't sound like him at all, but it was him.
I think the funniest time was when Dio played someone who was like, I think dice whining as well, was like just doing the whole grats and all that. And then part of the way through, he puts in the chat, "Not very talkative, are you?" And Dio just responds with, "I lost my tongue in a sword fight in Taipei once." And the guy just responded back with, "Charming."
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah, but it's like the whole grats thing. If someone scores early, I usually just say "way to go," with like that exact sort of tone, "way to go," which is also what I say if someone scores like an extremely dicey touchdown when they could have just had a simple one.
I think if you did that to me, I would just respond with "get banged on." I think it's the only suitable like response to that.
The thing is, most people are just like, "Oh, thanks." Yeah,
I don't think they realise that one, what they did was bad, and two, that you're Scottish, so the painfully dry sarcasm doesn't really come through to them. I'm sure most of the people who are like, "Oh, thanks," are also American.
Nah, usually continental.
Ah, the continental, of course.
Oh, Jesus.
Although I have had a few games against Jerome where I've said, "Oh, that was fucking shit," and he just went, "Yeah, it was."
But to be fair, though, yeah, that's...
Yeah, he knows the score, though.
Let's do some more anti-debut passing.
What the hell are you doing?
He's doing the Daka. He is.
This is trash. Like, this is a half Daka.
It's not half Dakary enough, because otherwise it would just be half his team being multi-pro. Well,
I figured I had plenty of time. I just want to do this pass now.
Oh, reroll it.
reroll.
I'm just getting stubborn now. I want to do this pass.
Well, Coffee, I don't... When someone has, like, said nothing in the chat and it's just been like, "good luck, have fun," and then goes grats on, like, a touchdown, then I'll be like, "thanks," and sometimes I might be like, "grats." But half the time, as soon as... Yeah, I agree. The half time you go, "oh, thanks," or "oh, you go grats," or anything like that, he goes, "yeah, but, you know, you're dicing me as well," and then opens the floodgates of just someone going, blah, 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 blah.
I've had the exquisite situation of someone coming into the game saying nothing and then they score a TV and just, "What? No grass?"
No.
Just reply, GFY. What? Good for you.
Why me grats?
Yeah. I quite often, when I get annoyed by somebody, I mute the chat on Blood Bowl 2, and then I forget to put it back on for ages. And just seems like a dickhead not responding.
I've literally only muted chat ever once in my life on Blood Bowl 2, and that was against Lamar's. Because I was just like, I already played him like a season or two ago when he was having like a real big moan at me. You know, because he took, for example, he took a block with his tree that he wasn't going to re-roll onto my troll, 1 in 9s, and that opens up just like a free hit on his carrier for no reason, and he just would not stop moaning. So I run into him the next game, and I just like, right, preemptive turn 0, turn off chat. I'm not having this because it's just going to freak me out.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, but if you tell him Marzi was being an idiot, he'll usually agree.
Yeah, but I don't like the confrontation at all. So I'm just like, right, you know, I'll let you have your fun. And then that was also the same game he came back to me and was like, you're a good player, but you were lucky. Please tell me I was unlucky. I was like, oh, thanks. Yeah, you were pretty unlucky. Because I'm an absolute dog for people pat me on the back and give me a head pat.
Yeah. I do cover up chat on Fumble quite a lot. It's always amusing when someone like has been ranting for about 20 minutes and then realizes you've not replied to anything and you just take it off at the end of the game. It's like, why aren't you saying anything? It's like, I've not seen a thing you've said for the entire game. Past about turn 2.
I guess I gotta retry.
Oh, fucking hell. This is the most Darvo-esque performance I've ever seen from Big K.
Absolutely glorious.
Fuck's sake, Big Kev, this is my competition you're supposed to be beating. Now ChazDavidson might get to playoffs.
And then he rolls a pound.
I think I still love the fact that Have got his Wood Elves off the ground after game after like try 31 because he had the fortune of spinning into Dimmy during that night.
Oh well, we'll try again.
If he ever did like a seasonal highlights of his Woody run, the first games should just be Dimmy sitting watching WWE videos on YouTube.
It was brilliant until it wasn't. It was brilliant until he fell down and we were worried for quite a few minutes. Because it was him watching the WWE videos and just occasionally going, because John Cena or The Rock like pile drive someone. And he did that for about 20 minutes, as you can just hear in the background the sounds of Old Elf passing catching.
Yeah, I think I went to bed before that point because I was just like, I can't handle drunk people, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I don't like them either, really. But at the same time, I don't know, the chat was quite funny, so I was like, right, I've got insomnia because I couldn't go to bed. I've woken up at 1 AM and seen this is going on. I have to participate for at least a little while longer. And then when it got to Fort Force, constantly sending messages to Dimmy's wife, it's like,
what?
Oh my. You didn't know that part of the story, that Fort Force spent a good like 10-20 minutes constantly calling Dimmy's wife, being like, he's fallen on the floor and we're hearing rasping noises.
He's fallen on the floor and he can't get back up.
No, I've literally only seen the clip.
Yeah, it was a glorious night. You missed out. Especially when he started threatening to beat up Gdanik.
Yeah, like Dio screwed his sleep pattern for like 3 days just by staying up to watch it.
I know it's 4 AM, but your husband collapsed in the kitchen. Oh, who am I? Oh, by the way, yeah, I'm the man who sent the kebab at 1 a.m. You remember that? Yeah, that was me. Anyway, you should listen to me.
That did what?
You sent him a kebab at 1 a.m.
Oh my god.
I think it's time to do a pass now, Big Kev.
Of course it is. It's a game 5. There's nothing really to lose. It's not like I'm going to have time to qualify with this team anyway.
Nah, fair.
Nothing to lose except your dignity.
Probably I'll just roll a 1 on the pickup. But let's be honest, my 84 is not doing well either.
Oh fucking hell, that's just tragic. You know what? This would be the perfect time to pick up on Mr. Throw, who is the best Agi 3 thrower in the game.
No, because no, he's
I
not.
Yeah, I think this is the point I draw the line. I usually don't watch Bad Blood Bowl, and this is Swamp Serpent level. But actually, I need to go eat, so I'll see you guys later.
Yeah, see you later. I think this should still be fine. I couldn't reach Cubs. I think there's still 2 after an hour. I think I'm stuck in an Arian sandwich.
Oh yeah, you don't want to be full of Nari.
This is... Like, seriously? I rolled more once in trying to get the ball then. He's no...
I mean, this is the sort of game that I fear as when I'm playing like any Agi 4 team.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, oh, I have about 2 players on 15 or 5 SPP, I just roll ones and on what is a concerted effort to try and dick about. But if I just played normally, then I probably wouldn't have happened.
I could also... It would be nice breaking some of all that lovely AV. AV7 is running around.
I mean, this has been the sort of the story of my Pro Elves for this last season. I keep running into matchups where I'm like, oh, I'm fucked. Like a game where I'm playing against all Mighty Blow Chaos, and then just no Mighty Blow just does not fire at all. I take no injuries, and it's like on the most random game, like a no Mighty Blow Nurgle, where he kills like 2 of my linesmen. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, my wood elf is a bit crap. Okay.
Have you done it again?
I can seriously.
You're gonna have to start re-rolling it.
I tried to reroll on the pickup. That didn't help much. Yeah, my team is alright. It's not good, but it's alright. It's Wood Elf. I got 85 still on the catcher. So I can still... The catcher is still a menace. Yeah, this is... By now the plan is just trying to score in turn 8 with 85. After I completed a pass.
Shut up, Shawnee. They're linesmen. I don't care. There are multiple of them. They are linesmen.
That's different than playing a playoff game and playing absolutely... and playing a random CCL game. For funs and giggles. No, that's right. I have a point. Like, I got 2 Mighty Blow players and doing shit all. Could he... In theory, he could roll a 1 on all those. Oh well. Let's try to kill the Kiga again.
Smart move.
Here we go again.
Oh god.
He did it!
Oh my god. No longer are you just endlessly trying to like self-harm, and you've actually done it.
I've actually done it. It was kind of getting a matter of principle.
Oh yeah, you can't just leave that lying. You got to do it eventually.
Yeah, 3 2+s in a row. Look at that.
Literally impossible. Oh my god, what dice.
Now I also need to get forward next turn, but hey ho. How is your Pro Elf going? It is still alive.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't played much in the last like few days. I think partially because I've been a bit busy doing other things, and also there is the whole like you get to a certain TV in a certain like part of the record, you're like, this is what happened like, every time I do like a mid. Oh, what's happened?
Ah, boo.
Oh, did he kill your strip ball mans?
No, he missed next game, then I'm wanted in this game. So, so far his non-Mighty Blow team is winning.
Who needs Mighty Blow?
Apparently, not him. What the hell are you doing? Oh, it must be tabletop.
Oh, must be. But yeah, I do this all the time where I run up a team mid to late season, and I start getting a good record like while there's still like 2 or 3 weeks left to go, usually 2 weeks. And then I start going, oh, I'll be at TV now where I'm going to start having hard games. I don't want to fuck the record, but also if I don't play them, I'm not going to qualify. So I do like making excuses on not to play for no reason. But right now they're 13-1-1. The team's completely healthy. There's no like bad missed next games apart from I guess the thrower's not going to be there for the next game. So I'll be at 12 men at most. It should be fine. I do need to start spinning. But I should start spinning like today, like tonight, or maybe like tomorrow morning.
Hmm.
And just like bang out the 4 or 5 games I need to play. 5 games, I think it is minimum. Because otherwise I will just go nowhere. And I'll be like, oh, or I'll try to play on the final day and end up running into the matchup that I knew I could have faced anyway and lose there. And then I don't have enough time to even repair the record and go, oh, well, I didn't learn from my mistake that I've made like 4 or 5 times now.
This is going brilliant.
Oh, yeah, well, at least you have an Edge 5 gut runner. That should weather the storm somewhat.
He's probably just going to 5+ cage dive me now and kill it.
I didn't want to say.
If I was him, that's freaking what I'm doing, because just attacking it is not going to help anything. But it would have been helpful if that gutter runner had decided to make a 2+.
2+s are quite literally.
Bit annoying not having strip ball. Yeah.
I like that as well. That was how you say ironique.
And I was pretty sure to just take another wrestle. But I thought it could be nice having one strip ball.
I'm not going to question someone who is much higher ranked than I in multiple formats, but what I will say is that sounds shit and wrong and shit and also wrong.
To be fair, the lucky part about that is I don't really care what you're saying anyway.
Oh yeah, he's just joke team. He's just playing for a joke. It's fine.
It doesn't matter too much. It is killing time in the end of the season team anyway.
Yeah. Well, like if I had my team qualified, I'd be playing my Skaven that have 3 movement 10s already.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's an amazing team. One's a natural already, and the other first, so they could become amazing sackers in time. And hey, 3 SPP for my guard guy to move up as well. So fantastic.
So that's sidestep. That's also sidestep. Fucking hell, stupid gutter runner. We hit, and where do we sidestep? Probably need to hit that then. Oh well. Yay! No. Hey! Thank God for 85.
See, told you'd be fine.
Yeah, he's still got a turn though. And I'm down to 9, so I cannot really set up to defend this shit. What? It's a sweet little gutter runner. And
I've also just noticed that he is edge and sidestep first. Is that something that that happens now?
No worries about that, Gilbert. It's fine. I don't. If the thing is, but the only attempt with this team is making it so I could play it like the last couple of days and steal wins from people needing to win.
Oh, it's the Griefer team but without Claw. Oh, I see.
If I've been able to roll Claw on the Stoneworm, it would have been nice, but it is.
So people expect the Griefer teams to be all the ones that are like Mighty Blow Claw piling on Chaos teams, but this is smart. I gotta admit, hats off to you. You're doing something very clever here.
I just want to beat people that needs to win to get in.
Just waiting for the perfect time to find that Wood Elf coach who's looking like he's making a promising run, and then boom, it's night.
And like even this setup is terrible, but just the fact it takes a lot more people to chambers around when you don't give them the help of actually putting your players together, which we talked about with Chris in Crucible setup. Exactly. It's much better than just beating people. I will also point out the man with the one reroll team still has his reroll after scoring, you might right. That's pretty wacky.
Sounds like he's amazing at reroll preservation. He should be applauded as a fantastic coach.
I'm pretty sure you haven't made a turnover. Poo kill. I'm not good at playing kill teams anyway. I find it hilariously boring. But he has 85 and sidestep, and then you put hopefully he will roll plus movement. Otherwise, I'll just put sprint on.
Oh.
Because 85 not one turners is so much better than just one turning.
The thing, Shawnee, is like, yeah, someone with a natty one turner as Skaven like sucks. It's like you hate to see it because it can mean someone is just like, yeah, I'll just take my draw. And when you play it, you're like, oh, yeah, just take my draw, fine. But at least it's not as bad theoretically as just watching Matt Daka play, where he's playing a kill team versus another team that has like McClaw Mighty Blow. I'm just gonna completely backline it and refuse to play the game. Or he's playing an Edge team and he has a good like leap play of Edge up. Oh, I'm just wait back until turn 14 and then do everything at once. Like, that is just boring. And the fact he does that every single game.
I was when I played back in the game, like Living Rulebook 4 with my half team on Fumble, I was normally just trying to get 85 strong arm accurate throw, and then I was just running around on my own field and just floating his backfield until turn 8, and then long bomb to the end zone. And the best was in Fumble back before they fixed the throwing template. You could throw like 5 to the side on the long bomb, so it's like you could just run up and 2+ it to almost anywhere. What the fuck is? What is he doing?
He's doing one turn.
No, he's not. He's just pushed his ball carrier back.
I don't think he saw. No, brilliant, yeah. I don't think he realised he needed to fill that square. Well, that's just sad.
So we still live.
And the best thing about Shawnee about you know, Mr. Matt is he also is like, oh, this game would be so much better if also like made so there was more block dice. Like if block dice wasn't a D6, it was a D8, and it had all these other like weird qualifications upon it and all these other house rules. He's I don't know why he wants to turn the game entirely into what will help me do the Daka better.
At least he hopefully knows there's 6 sides on the block dice. Not like people might be knocking blocking odds on Blood Bowl 2 until you realize the person didn't know there was 2 push symbols on the dice.
Oh god. I can imagine a conversation between that person and someone else is very much like the conversation that once happened on the bodybuilding forum about how many days in the week there are. Where someone was like, oh, there's 8 days in the Surely I can't tell if that's like sarcastic, to be honest, because there are people who will seriously listen to it. I'm almost certain.
There's enough people out there. There's people listening to anybody.
I'm pretty sure there'll be a person out there who like agrees with the guy I saw on Facebook today. Be like, blocking's overpowered. Let's remove block from the game, or make it so it's a strength skill, so catchers can't get block. I'm like, that's stupid. It's just bad.
Oh my god. They still have. Does he still have all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Got 11 elves done after this shit show. Hey, he got 2 rerolls now.
Hooray.
He-
Maybe he's the Inarian.
He finally uses a reroll though.
Just when he needed it.
He's going to 2-turn score, isn't he? Or at least try to. Yeah, he is.
I mean, this would make sense if... It wouldn't even make sense if you were dwarfs, to be honest. This would make sense... This doesn't make sense. Surely, pass access is the best access in the game because you can get leader, which will shave off 40k for a reroll, which means you face a kill team one game like later.
Yeah. So that's a catcher. I can never freaking... How do you easily see what it... without putting fucking skills on? So that's a catcher, that's a catcher, that's a catcher. That's catchers everywhere. Oh my. Come on, game. I missed the pickup. Oh la la. Can I... Oh la 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 la. 1, 2, 3. Hey! We did something!
Hooray!
Those can run that way around. He doesn't have dodge on any guys, right? Nope.
Yeah, not on anyone. Yeah, not on anyone here.
Can I roll a 3+? What? He got the... No, not that. Oh, he's only dodged 2 dodge pieces. It's way downfield. That's a little bit sad, it costing a reroll, so I couldn't go for a dodge out again.
Ah, well, at least this looks pretty tied up, unless he just pals your gut runner and then runs through the tackle zones, picks up the ball, throws on the 5+, intercepts, and then wins.
I'll probably just roll the power with the thrower and then blitz one and then pick up with the other.
Yeah.
But at least he got a punish for... The ball seems to be really slippery today.
It's not even raining.
No, he rolled a 1 again there, and I rolled a 1 on my first attempt to pick it up. Can he get that way around? Not really well. That's a non-block block if he takes it. I really hate to play with all the skills, but I cannot see who those catcher are without. It took me forever with the Amazons to get used to the blitzers.
I assume this is like either a resolution or maybe even an age thing. No aspersions cast upon your youthful visage, big cat. But I see these like what they are. Any struggle at all. The only time I've ever had to struggle with like what models are was on Fumble, where I just couldn't tell for a while between each of the human models. I thought they were confusing as all hell.
Yeah, I have a problem with actually, I have a problem at times with humans and Blood Bowl 2 as well. So what is he doing? So he rolled a POW, of course. Oh, he blitzes. Where is he gunning? I don't understand. Oh, oh, this is fun now.
I did roll the POW, as was predicted.
Yeah. Can I? Problem is, if I blitz... Pretty bad angle to blitz from. But I can try 85 if it fails. Oh, works. No problem. I could still go for 85. No, that's a go. Let's just see if we can score. Yep. Who should have thought that after the first half?
I had a suspicion that this would probably happen. Oh no.
That was potentially a reason that I didn't stop trying to pass.
You thought of your opponent so little that you were like, well, I'm sure he'll do something like this.
Yeah, it's like it's a one. I don't like Pro Elf with one reroll. Like Wood Elf, you can maybe get around it just because you have so many skills.
Yeah.
But on Pro Elf, you only have the block and 2 blitzes that's built in, of like easy usable skills. The rest is good, but there's no.
Every time I watch people play Pro Elves, it just reminds me of how like Stark kind of is. Like I really hate starting Pro Elves. It's unless you have a game like I did first game this season, where you play against Necromantic and you injure 3 pieces of your Blitzer and get the level up immediately, and then they concede win. Yeah. It's usually just brutal.
And he's back to having no rerolls, so like if he misses anything, the 85 is there in range. And he's again putting all his dot speeds forward. Everything with a skill is just running downfield now.
What is a critical failure? I have no idea.
It's a bit unlucky if he rolls 1 again. But to be fair, if he's going to 2-2-2, it's still fine for me.
Yeah, the whole momentum of the game has swung back in your favour. Doesn't even have a reroll for this either. It's just like, don't. If you split me in half, it's whatever. Reminds me of a very interesting game where a man managed to get his team split by a single elf.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to. If anything, is I'm going to blitz that one, the line elf standing in front of my little pack, and then just place everybody in the middle between his stuff, and hope he fails something.
And he'll fail something and go, well, there was no way to prevent this. This was literally impossible.
Oh, he got the pickup. Where is he running then?
You're just going to do the pass.
So which one? Did he catch her in the back, in the middle of the pack? No, he's backtracking. Okay. Guess that's helpful. Knocking all down and stunning one. Yeah, that's alright. It's not much I can do though. I can try to take that one away. And now we also have to dodge. Oh, blitz down there. Which will be a go for it. Oh my god. Artemis. The Scylla is definitely not. I must admit, I still find them. I guess the catches is like standing weirdly leaning. I still don't know.
But I'm very surprised he has gone 3 catches so early on.
He got 4.
4? No, what?
Yeah. One down by the ball carrier with block, one with wrestle.
One he does, yeah.
And one with it. There's a reason he's higher team value than me and don't have any rerolls.
That's horrible. That's really bad. That is terrible. I do not like that one bit, no sir.
So now he's going to... he's passing to... I imagine he's passing to the blitzer. That doesn't have dodge. Or I can just fail the 2+ and then I'll score again. No, he's not passing to the blitzer. Or maybe he is. Oh, he makes it. Got another naked 2+. I guess with 6-5, 6-6-5, you will make most things work. Okay, so now we need to backtrack, at least force him to score. Okay. I'm not sure I even need to. He might just score by himself anyway.
Yeah, it's hard to imagine this man's going to be like, well, going to take the 2-2, which is going to be very potentially a 3-2 loss.
My wood elves are fine. Besides me losing my movement 3 man. I shouldn't even do that. That was pretty bad placement. My Rudolph is still fine. I'm trying to make this into a team that can be annoying on the last day. So I could pick wins from people that wants to win on the last couple of days. So we're just trying to make a one-turner with 85. So all I need is actually just skill up him and skill up my Stormwormins and get a bench. That's kind of what we need.
There's one thing I've been happy about this season of my own Skaven, which I'm playing for much the same reason as yourself, was I managed to spin into Ungen, his pro and managed to beat him 3-2. So I was like, finally, not only managed to finally get a win against Ungen, which has been a long time in the making, but also once again polishing off some competition. And he also has a pom catcher. Disgusting. Piling on Mighty Blow pro catcher is horrific.
Up. Don't have block on him, so do that. Actually, that's better. Oh no. Killed another rat.
Oh no.
I still like the fact that still a bit annoying being in every 7 versus 7 being the one being beaten up when you're the one with the mighty blow, but what it is.
Yeah. It's not nice.
I'm not sure what is again going on now. He might actually be stalking for 2-2, which seems a bit silly, because I'm not going to use my reroll. And besides, if you're getting all the KOs back, even with 2 sidestep, it's not going to be particularly nice. I can definitely get a 1 dice to get it going, which will just be a 3+.
Yeah, I feel like am I right in thinking that in this sort of situation, you simply just like, oh well, an edge team versus an edge team, my opponent managed to get a score on me to make it like 2-1 or 1-1 or whatever. Do I take the draw, or do I just like hammer it in and see if I can like turn them over? Is that the right move? You just try and see if it can turn into a shootout.
There's definitely a lot of games where I will go for that option. It is slightly again problematic. He keeps killing my play. I'll take the 1 die wrestle. Ooh, I can get 2 dice actually. Is that worth it? Oh no, you just dodged more around. What the fuck? Okay, it might be harder to do the one turner now. We talked about it when the thing with you can take a lot of casts even in games where you don't really should do it.
That's always the issue with Armor 7. It's very, very high variance, isn't it?
Yeah.
Until it's not.
Where even having the 2 mighty blows not been doing much difference. He just took out a... So 5+, 2+ for 1 dice. 4. Nope. 4, and KO. Look.
Oh no.
I guess he's just knocking him out now as well. Might as well. Oh, it was pretty close. Oh. Yeah, you cannot really reroll it if you don't have rerolls. So
At least the one positive is that this won't be a loss, at least.
yeah. No, it's fine after a skirt. But it's bad. Guess we got a reroll, so we might as well use 4 dice trying to get a power. Potentially killing a sidestep. Nope. But yeah, it's fine. It's a game I should have lost after that first half.
Well, should have lost. I don't know. Quite harsh, I would say. I don't know. But I will say that you did Darvo it pretty hard, and at the very least, you're not going to lose. So, can't you bless him?
I could have used that gutter runner with wrestle downless. Been pretty nice right now. Hashtag just saying.
I'm sure you'll still get the quick snap, and then you get the easy one-turner.
That would be lovely. It's a bit of a shame he doesn't have a sprint yet. But it's 3+ with 1 dice. It's me. I'm not saying. If you heard me saying, I did quite freely said I should have lost. For luxury sunk. Yeah.
Luxury zunk.
It's a little bit of shame. I don't really have players to do anything else. So I'm not saying it like everybody else. Sometimes it's fun not to play optimal, and sometimes
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, to be honest,
it's a 5-game team.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine to make those sacrifices for maybe a bit of development. You know, you don't have to play perfect as well, and to win every single game by making sure you don't do any risks whatsoever to try and get the levels and everything. That's fine, obviously. I think there might be sometimes the expectation for someone. Oh, you got the quick snap.
Yeah, but I still need a push on top of it.
Yeah.
And I don't, because he killed all my players. It's a little bit more tricky.
Fine. You'll just roll a 3 or a 4 and then get the push. It's easy.
I might actually. That's shit. That's a bit shit. This is not. I'm not thinking. This is bad. Oh well. What was I thinking? I had a plan. Plan was to block him. Block him and block him, then. So it doesn't matter too much where he's standing for that plan. Oh, that's might as well just do that first. If he intercepts the ball, then it doesn't really matter. That's also a problem. I cannot roll a 3+.
Oh no. Oh, it is very sunny. Ooh.
Oh yeah, and it was the kick. Yeah, 44% armor versus 63, and I was the one with mighty blow.
That's not nice at all. Well, you know.
Oh well, it is what it is. How many pickup dice did we miss combined? Because that was pretty funny. We were 6. We were picking up only 84 and 5 on 2+, mainly. We managed to fail 60 out of 14 pickup attempts.
Sounds like a very fun elf game.
You expect that from Montgomery.
Rod Little with Sagaloo on his clavicle.
Strength 2 is god awful. We cannot use that. I guess Rizzle. What time is it? Are we playing one more? I don't know.
Nah, yeah. I think I'm gonna put a late night Asahi in the freezer and then think about getting to bed as well after that.
After that shit show.
Well, it was alright. I was a bit sad we couldn't get the one-turner, but you know, I'm sure the Rat Boys will come back a bit stronger after the next game.
Yeah, it was definitely a little bit problematic playing 4 players and 5 players down.
The problem was you didn't pick up on the second best as you threw thrower in the game. If you had, you might have won that.
I missed the pass with 84 after using a reroll. Not sure picking it up on R23 had been much better in Very Sunny.
Fair play. Right, well, cheers for having me on, Big Kev.
Yeah. Cheers, everybody. I will send you on to Elliot. If he's still streaming. I hope he is. He is. He's actually playing